Over the last century, the world has experienced dramatic technological changes. In the late 1800s, average life expectancy of a normal man was 43. Today, through modern medicine, man's lifespan is 72 years and beyond. We simply push a few buttons, and messages which once took weeks to cross the country now reach continents instantly. The space age has taken man from mere speculation of unknown heavens to galaxies beyond our solar system. Yet even with these advances, many people find themselves facing the same problems that plagued man a century ago. A lack of housing, insufficient daily food, unemployment, an absence of medical care. Life's basic necessities denied in an ever-changing, fast-paced world. In 1865, as the Industrial Revolution swept across England, people experienced firsthand the economic hardships of change. Amid this upheaval, a young Methodist preacher felt the call of God to establish a Christian mission in the slums of East London. There, William Booth determined to fight against sin and the rising hardships society placed on the lower classes. In his quest for reform, he became a motivating force in a social and spiritual revolution which changed society. Through his dedication and compassion, he gathered together newly saved souls and like-minded Christians, assembling an army of God, a salvation army, whose fervent mission was to save the whole man. As Booth once said, no one gets a blessing if they have cold feet, and nobody ever got saved while they had a toothache. Booth constantly searched for new and innovative ways to deal with human needs and to preach the gospel beyond the limits of Victorian England. He attended to physical and social needs first, but always remembered that the main priority was the salvation of the soul. As the 20th century draws to a close, we see yet another revolution, a high-tech revolution. Men, women, and children are still left behind, facing the same problems as those of the 19th century, with physical, emotional, and spiritual needs, crying for someone to help. William Booth's goal and mission of the past is still the mission of the Salvation Army today, declaring the love of Jesus Christ by ministering to both the physical and spiritual side of man. The cornerstone of Salvation Army ministry and outreach is the Core Community Center, the front line of Salvation Army work throughout America and around the world. The goal of each corps, regardless of its size, is to minister to people of all ages within the community. These centers provide a local church for the Salvation Army, keeping in line with William Booth's call to minister to the whole man. Enthusiastic yet reverent worship services meet the spiritual needs of members and the community. Salvation Army officers serve as pastors, teachers, and counselors. Each center maintains a wide range of activities, including sports and arts and crafts. Special programs are designed to meet the needs of the entire family. Sunbeams and guards for girls, and the Adventure Corps for boys are scouting programs, developing character-building qualities and encouraging spiritual growth. A camping program is also offered to the young people during the summer months. Women are provided with the Home League's fourfold program of fellowship, service, education, and worship. The Men's Club offers an opportunity for spiritual growth with retreats and various activities. These and other programs keep the centers busy during the week as it strives to meet the spiritual, educational, and social needs of its members and neighbors. From the nurturing environment of the Core Community Center come many of the Army's leaders of tomorrow. Trained in Salvation Army colleges, these soldiers prepare to meet the challenges of today with a commitment to the future and to their fellow man. Despite economic growth and new employment opportunities, many find it difficult to deal with life's daily problems. Local Salvation Army social services offices provide assistance to help meet these needs in numerous ways. Last year in the United States alone, the Army directly assisted over 2 million families in obtaining housing. 60,000 jobs were found for the unemployed, and millions of families received direct aid, such as utility and rent payments from the Salvation Army. With the advancement of computer technology, the Army's trained professionals can deal with each individual situation with the utmost level of efficiency. Caring for the world's needy has become the symbol of the Salvation Army. In an effort to eliminate world hunger, the Army provides relief programs around the world. In America, downtown shelters offer the well-known soup lines where anyone in need can obtain a hot meal. Many corps, some in conjunction with other churches, meet the needs of the inner city by staffing canteen trucks which carry food into the neighborhoods and downtown streets. For those who make the streets their home, the Salvation Army offers a transient lodge. It is strictly an overnight program where, for a small fee, if a man can afford it, bed and breakfast is provided. Inner frustrations from rapid changes in society sometimes manifest themselves in criminal acts. The Salvation Army provides programs with workable solutions to personal consequences resulting from crime. Legal offenders, though out of sight, are not out of mind. Teams of Salvationists regularly visit inmates, offering counseling and assistance with family and personal problems. Sometimes just an encouraging word is the order of the day to let these people know that they are not alone. Once a sentence has been served, the Salvation Army's pre-release program offers home-like facilities for those who may need more supervision than probation alone requires. This program proposes to help the individual in 3 ways: to find employment, to obtain housing, and to help re-enter society with a new circle of friends. Still, there are others who try to cope with everyday life through drugs and alcohol, a symptomatic cure to a deeper problem. Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Centers assist these people in recognizing their dependency and enable them to work through it. The goal is to rehabilitate the body, mind, and spirit. Goods donated to the Army are recycled and repaired by the men in the rehabilitation centers and sold in the Salvation Army thrift stores. The work provides therapy and an opportunity to learn new skills and acquire good work habits. The centers also offer group and individual counseling sessions and solid Christian teaching, providing a strong foundation for rebuilding self-esteem and confidence, eventually leading to a successful place in society. When disaster strikes, Salvation Army teams and emergency services are on the scene. Whether providing aid for the homeless, assistance in rescue operations, medical attention, or hot coffee and sandwiches. The Army stands ready for action day or night. With a greater emphasis on economic stability, family finance pressures have placed 40% of all married women in the workforce. As a result, many children come home from school to an empty house. These latchkey kids survive without adult supervision for most of the day. Salvation Army Boys and Girls Clubs offer a home away from home in many neighborhoods. They encourage physical, mental, and spiritual development and provide an atmosphere of love and concern so needed during childhood years. After-school tutoring, basic academic subjects, and even computer classes reinforce the necessity for more education. For the single-parent family, as well as for two working parents with younger children, over 1,000 child care centers offer warmth and security to hundreds of young lives. With physical abuse on the rise, the Salvation Army has opened shelters for battered and misused women. Trained workers maintain these centers 24 hours a day, ready to assist with housing, medical or legal aid, and professional counseling. They provide a haven of refuge for those in desperate situations. In our society, where for some human life is considered disposable or simply inconvenient, the Salvation Army offers life-giving options. Homes for unwed mothers provide professional counseling, training, and strong support, making sure that each new life brought into the world is given the best opportunity for love and care available. As medical technology ensures longer life expectancy, society is blessed with a growing number of senior citizens. For many of these people, neglect and apathy make growing older a frightening experience. Overwhelming loneliness and a feeling of total rejection become a way of life. The Salvation Army is meeting the needs of this special group of citizens in new and innovative ways. Residences with individual apartments, optional meals, and facilities for social functions provide senior citizens with companionship while allowing them to maintain their independence. Core community centers also offer drop-in programs with recreational and social opportunities as well as a daily meal. Educational programs, healthcare services, and a variety of social activities enable these neglected people to feel they are part of the mainstream of life once again. Regular visits by Salvationists to hospitals and nursing homes show those who have given so much to our society that someone still cares and loves them. Their importance is not forgotten. In the last quarter of the 20th century, with valuable assistance from local volunteers and advisory board members, the Salvation Army has become the leading human services organization in the world. The calling of William Booth to spread the gospel to the slums of East London has survived decades of industrial, technological, and social revolution. Today, that same calling still burns in the hearts and souls of more than 80,000 Salvation Army officers and employees across the globe. The action of one compassionate man and his devotion to God has inspired this army to fight diligently for lost souls for more than 100 years. Despite the changes of man, the saving message of Jesus Christ remains the same, proclaimed by Salvationists in 114 languages and 84 countries. The message of Christ's love for the sinner is the motivating force behind the Salvation Army. An army of service, an army of love, with heart to God and hand to man, serving the present age.